Over the last 5 years, we've been helping organizations make their networks more energy efficient, and we've just hit a really big milestone over the last few weeks. Using our Wiser Watt solution, we have enabled organizations to remove over 40,000 kilowatts of PoE energy waste from their Cisco networks every 30 days. That's not just a stat, that's wasted energy costs and carbon that organizations don't need to be using in the first place. To put that into perspective and into context, based on average energy prices, that equates to over £700,000 in avoided energy costs over the next 5 years. So this isn't really just about sustainability, it's about making a measurable commercial impact as well to the business.
What's really important is how that's happening. So Wiser Watts helps organizations understand where PoE energy is being used across their network, and more importantly, where it's being wasted. And this is the kind of thing we're focusing on as part of our wider sustainability strategy here at boxxe. We've been measuring our carbon footprint over the last few years, and in 2025, we expanded that to include our Scope 3 emissions, including the technology that underpins our operations, but also our customers' environments. And what that's shown us, like many organizations, is that a large proportion of impact sits in the goods and services we use, particularly IT. So improving how that technology is used, not just what's bought, is a really practical way to reduce those emissions. And that's where tools like Wiser Watts really add value. So instead of leaving networks powered on 24/7, it's about making smarter use of what's already there, reducing energy, lowering that cost, and improving efficiency at the same time.
And I think the really kind of key thing is this isn't something, for the future. This is very much something that organizations can embrace and start doing today. And we're not just talking about it either. We're actually doing it ourselves. So across our own offices, we're using Wiser Watts to power down the network infrastructure each day and when it's not needed. A good example here is actually our York office, where we have eliminated 71% of Wi-Fi energy waste with just a couple of minutes of work, which was really exciting to see. It is really these sort of simple changes, but it's already showing how much energy was being wasted without impacting people or the important delivery of network services on a day-to-day basis. Now, a good example here is typically we've found that networks over the last 5 years can be powered off for up to 58% of a given week, with one customer alone removing over 2,000 kilowatts of energy waste per week in their environment.
So if you're looking at ways to reduce energy cost or carbon across your organization, this is a really practical place to start.
It really is, and that's why we've put together a blog that we've co-authored together recently, which includes details on how Wiser Watts works, what it could look like for you, and also how to go about booking a demo to see it live in action.